Hey everybody, this is Jeffrey Jansen. Today is January 16th, 2017. I am going live with a little bit of daily motivation. I know I'm on every once in a while and off every once in a while, so I don't have a set schedule when I do these. The reason why is because I travel around all the time or I am busy helping people. However, I always promised myself that I would make sure to remind you if you're keeping up with your goals for the New Year's, for your New Year's resolution, making sure you're not falling behind on those dreams that you want to achieve and the goals that you're wanting to set. If you're trying to do a little bit of weight loss, how are you doing with all that stuff? Look, I know it doesn't take me to remind you, but on the other hand, I want to make sure that you are doing everything you can to accomplish what you set out to do. Okay? Always remember, God's in your corner, and remember, He's going to help you whether you ask Him for it or not. But you got to actually make sure that you go after your goals. You go after your dreams. You have to make sure that you're motivated. You cannot depend on anybody else to get done what you set out to do for yourself. If you depend on somebody else to get done what you got to do, they're going to take the credit for what you're trying to do. In other words, every single day, you have to look out for yourself. You have to look out for your family. You have to look out for your children. Every single day, you've got to understand who true heroes are in this world. Police officers, firefighters, the men and women in uniform, the nurses every single day that go to work sick to help you when you're sick, our moms and dads, special needs. You name it, these are heroes of our country. The reason why is if you look at people as a negative, you're never going to move forward in life. You've got to look at everybody as they're a blessing and a positive to you. You got to get away from all that negative talk. You got to go and move forward. It doesn't matter what everybody else thinks or does. I'll tell you a little secret. Some of your worst enemies, and I don't like saying it like that because they're not actual enemies, but some of the people that are going to be against you the most on anything you do is going to be your family. Do you know why your family is going to be the hardest on you? Because they want the best for you. And if you start thinking outside the box, your family really wants to reel you in because they want only what's best for you. That doesn't mean that they're against you. It just means they're going to protect you with everything they got and everything they do. Always remember, as a parent, and your kids are going to they're going to come to you with many different things, many different ideas. And you're always going to look at them as a child. And you're always going to look at to protect them. But sometimes you have to understand, you have to let go of the reins a little bit. Sometimes you've got to look at the deeper picture. Are they growing? Are you helping them grow and accomplish what they need to accomplish? They are not you. That is one thing as a parent you have to understand. First off, you give unconditional love to your children. Okay, just like God gives you unconditional love. You must give unconditional love to your children and your friends. However, you have to let go of the reins every once in a while. You have to trust that you have to let them get dirty. You have to let them get bruised up. Okay? You have to let them wrestle around a little bit. Okay? You can't hold on to the reins so tight that they have so much pent-up energy that they go crazy. Now, today's not a child talk. I understand that. Today's just to talk about, the reason why I mention it like that is that's how we hold ourselves back. We are our own children. We hold ourselves back from doing what we want to do. But as we hold ourselves back, like, oh, I can't do it today, the more you hold yourself back from doing something great, the more you do not go after your goals, and the more you do not set for your dreams, you keep holding yourself back, and you just tighten that just a little bit tighter, till eventually it's going to break. Because you chose to hold back for so long when it was you that needed to move forward. And eventually you're going to spring yourself forward and just all kinds of disaster is going to happen because you got to let the tension out gradually. Okay? And that's what I'm going to start learning. I had one of my best friends, one of my great friends by the name of Rich, told me it's all about perception. What is perception? What do you receive as perception? Well, that can be different for everybody. And since I was told, and I've been researching it, and I've been looking at it every single day, I think it's a good thing for you to look up. Look up the word perception. What is your idea of what perception is? Every day you need to go out there, and you need to work hard. Okay? Don't work on everybody else's schedule. Work on yours. Do what makes you happy. Because if you're doing something that's making you miserable, you're not giving it 110%. All you're doing is giving it like 25%, and the rest of the day you're complaining about it. If you're doing something you love to do, you're going to go out there every day and you're going to give it 100%, but it doesn't seem like it because you love to do it. Whenever I'm out with my daughter, I love playing with my daughter. Time goes by like that. Why? Because I love doing it. I don't care if I look stupid. I don't care who says anything to me. I don't care what people say or think. The whole point is I'm with my daughter, and I don't care what the rest of the world feels or thinks. When I do my business, okay, I love my business because I get to help people all the time. No, this is not a business talk, but I love my business that I could be at work and not even realize it because I'm here helping people. I'm making phone calls. I'm talking with people. I'm talking them through their problems. I'm finding out what they need, what they want, and I love doing that kind of stuff. There are some people out there that are not as social as I am. And believe it or not, for me to get to that point, I had to overcome a lot of obstacles. So what I'm telling you today is this is Monday. It's Martin Luther King Day. I'm sure your kids are at home. It's a holiday. But then tomorrow, you need to start every single day, you know, getting up in the morning, thanking God that you got up in the morning. Thank God for the sun in the sky. Even if you don't see it, thank Him for it because it's there. It's burning up those clouds so you have a good day. But then you've got to set your goals right. If you're trying to lose weight when you get up in the morning, why don't you get out of bed, sit back and down in bed, get out of bed, sit back down. You know, do some kind of exercise, even if it seems crazy and weird. But you've got to do it for yourself. You've got to give yourself that opportunity to set your goals and make it. I know some people that they're just trying to lose 10 pounds. Great. You don't have to lose 10 pounds tomorrow. Why don't you start cutting your sugar intake? Why don't you cut the caffeine that's coming into your life? Why don't you cut the fast food out of your life a little bit? Or if you have to go to fast food, you know, watch what you're eating on the menu. Go to with a fish instead of a burger. You know, just some little tips and advice. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to give you some tips and advice. Now, if you want to do something even more with your life, if you want to sit there and do more with your kids, then do it. Don't ask me. Guess what? You know, we've got Google. We've got the internet. Go on there. Find different things to do. Don't just count on, but you know something? Some of the best things you can do with your kids are just spend time with them. Some of the best things you can do to accomplish your goals is to set out small goals and keep hitting those small goals. Eventually, that big goal that you wanted to hit, it's already gone because you already hit it because of all the small goals added into the big goal. Okay? Every day is a challenge. I understand that. And there are people out there depressed. They don't think they matter. They don't think they're important. Well, they do. So they need to get off their butt and tell themselves they matter. They need to get up, get going, get out, move out, and just start taking chances in life. All these people like everything's a conspiracy. Everything's a scam. Everything's this. Everything's that. Yeah, they're not going anywhere in their life. Why? Because they gave up a long time ago. But it's never too late to start over again. It's never too late to get back out there, get back on the horse, and keep riding again. You know how many people have, you know, they've got no legs, one leg, they're amputees, and they run marathons and stuff? Yet we're afraid to go run just a little bit of a distance. You know how many people get out there every single day, and they don't think they matter because everybody else is moving faster than they are? Great. Let me tell you this. Google started in a garage. Yeah, you know that web search engine Google? It started out in a little tiny garage. And majority of our big companies started out, Apple started out in a garage where they even thought they were going to make it. In fact, the third owner of Apple, he sold his shares because he didn't think it was going to go anywhere. I bet you he's kicking himself in the butt right now. In fact, I had an interview with him and he is kicking his butt, but he's not mad about it. Forgive your enemies. Apologize to your enemies, even though you may not get along with them. Don't let anybody else take up space in your head. Do not let anybody take advantage of your time. Do not let your past haunt you over and over and over again. Guess what? It's the past. It's done. It's over with. I don't care what you did. You can always move forward in the future to make things better. And in fact, that's what we built our lives upon, are the mistakes that we made. We do not make them again because we mount them up and we climb on those mistakes to get higher and higher. You need to fail to move forward. And a lot of people think that doesn't make any sense. It makes a lot of sense. How on earth are you ever going to get forward? You don't learn to crawl, then learn to walk, then learn to run, then learn to sprint. And eventually you're going to have to learn and take the hurdles one at a time. If we're going to go with track and field, eventually you're going to do the high jump, the long jump. And if you ever want to see somebody that's great, look up the long jump. I think it was the 1980-some Olympics. There was a guy who did the long jump because nobody could. Anyway, he jumped so far that people thought it was a miracle. Anyway, my name is Jeff Jansen. I'm just giving you a little bit of tip today to get your butt out of bed and get out there and do something. It's Monday. Who cares what the weather is? Who cares what's going on? Do something with your life. Make it great because you matter. You're important. You can make a difference. You have made a difference. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not going on. And if you're depressed and thinking all sorry for yourself, get over it. Life happens. We've all been there. We've all done that. We all have problems. We all have exes or this or that we didn't get along with one time. Start getting along with them. Maybe it'll make you feel better. Start taking the higher road. Quit crying about every little thing that went on. Guess what? We're still moving forward with or without you. The best thing about it is you're important and you matter. I just want you to know that. You matter. Everything you do in life, you matter. Remember that. And you make life great. It's not about me. It's about what you do. What sacrifices are you going to make in order to succeed? How many times are you going to fall before you're able to accomplish that goal you set out to do? And I'm not saying set your goals so far up here you can't be reached. Set your goals soft and keep going for those bigger and bigger goals. Eventually you'll find out one day when you hit those bigger goals, they were easy. But they were not easy when you first started to go after them. If you guys ever need something, need a friend, need something else, give me a call. My name's Jeff Jansen. I will do my best to help you with what I can. I have made so many mistakes in my past. I have failed so many times. But one thing that I am proud of is I failed forward. Have I made a mistake? Yes. Have I upset people? Yes. Have people upset me? You better believe it. Have I been the greatest father in the world? No. Have I made mistakes more times than I care to admit? No, because I'm going to admit all my mistakes. I'm not going to hold anything back anymore. I'm not ashamed of my past. We all have one. But I tell you what, I met some of the greatest people in my past, and they're in my future, and they're in my present as of today, and I think they're all great and wonderful. I think every one of you that's watching this is great and wonderful. And I just want what's best for you. And you know what's best for you? A smile on your face is what's best. So go out there, conquer your demons, go out there, do your best you can today, set your goals, get motivated, and I'll talk with you tomorrow. Tonight after I get done with my prayer group, I will come home and I'll do daily reflections. And I hope you can all join me tonight on Daily Reflections. My name is Jeffrey Jansen. This is Martin Luther King Day. Okay? Martin Luther King was a great man. He was a peaceful man. And I'll tell you what, he's one of my heroes. Not because of the color of his skin, but because of his convictions and what he set out to do without causing harm to people. He did it. He walked. He marched. He spoke. He preached. He made sure that people understood that God created us equal for everybody. He didn't have everybody was created equal. And in God's eyes, that's where we are. And we're dead and gone. The only person that's going to judge us is God. Who's ever God you pray or worship to, or whatever tree or whatever you pray or worship to, or whatever you pray or worship to, that is in the end. It has nothing to do with color, has nothing to do with race. All it has to do with is what's in our heart. You know, do we accept what we accept? So Martin Luther King, today I'm going to give him a shout out. Because one of the greatest guys, he got along with all politicians. He was a great man with a great cause. And we are a better country, a better nation because of him. Anyway, love you guys. You guys have a great day. I will see you guys later. And if you guys ever need anything, just send me a message. I'll talk to you later. I got to get back to work. Lunch is over. God bless each one of you guys. I will talk to you soon. Get out there and achieve your goals. That's what I'm saying. Get up, get going, get out. You matter. Talk to you later, everybody. Bye.